So I can now reveal what I've been working on for the last 2 months. And hopefully, if you are also a mobile massage therapist like I am in the UK, you will find this really useful. If you're not a mobile massage therapist in the UK, you probably won't find this very interesting at all. So feel free to just skip on by. So basically, I've been working on a software as a service product called Massage Hub. Basically, this is designed by me, a massage therapist, and created using Claude AI. I've been working on this for the last 2 months pretty much non-stop every day, thinking about it in the middle of the night and coming down in the morning, adding to it, adding to it, and adding to it. I've now got about 50 other therapists using it at the moment, and so far it's now at a stage where it's basically stable and ready to go. I'm not charging for it yet. I still want a couple more beta testers. So if you're a mobile massage therapist working in the UK, then join now, sign up for free, and you will be able to get an account and use all the features, just to sort of get your feet on the ground and get your practice up and running. So a lot of mobile massage therapists have already got practice, but they're using other services or they work in a spa. So this is really designed for people that want to go alone and start to run their own practice, and all the systems that they're going to need are basically in this app that I've created. So obviously it's going to have a booking system where clients can log in, book an appointment with you, and because it's specifically designed with mobile massage therapists in the UK at the forefront, it first of all checks to see where the client lives, takes their address, checks to see if they are within the area that you cover. It will then also check the travel time to get to that client. It will then allow them to book an appointment, say a deep tissue massage for 60 minutes. It will then look at your calendar and think, okay, so this is where the client lives. This is how much time I'm going to need to get to that location. So it will automatically pad out the time from your previous appointment to this one that they're currently trying to book. And if there's not enough time to do that, it won't let them book that appointment. But if there is, then it'll let you know exactly roughly what the travel time is going to be between appointments. So just an example for this is, normally I would leave a buffer time of about an hour between appointments, because I have a radius approximately of 30 minutes around where I live. So it took me about an hour to get from one appointment to the other if they were opposite ends. With this system now, it does all that calculation for you automatically. So you don't need to worry about that anymore. A really good example of this was recently I had a client book, and Massage Hub booked the appointment with only a 30-minute gap. And I was thinking, oh God, am I going to have enough time to get to this next appointment? And sure enough, when I was there and I did my previous appointment, and the next appointment was a 12-minute drive away. So Massage Hub knew that and knew that an hour would just be way too long. So it cut that down to 30 minutes, and it was just the perfect amount of time to pack up, drive there, a few minutes trying to find parking. It was just mwah, chef's kiss. So I'm really, really proud of that particular feature. I've got therapists using it all across the UK at the moment. It's really simple to set up. Just go in and set up your free account, then add the services, your location, the prices that you charge for those, and the areas that you want to cover, and you get a booking link. And that's basically it. So I'm going to show you what an example booking looks like. The booking page looks like. So I'm going to go to my own. So once you've set up, you will get your own booking page like this. Now at the top there is a banner saying that you can add this to your home screen. So at the moment it doesn't go through the Apple App Store or the Google App Store. So what you can do is just add it to your desktop, and it acts like an app. So you get notifications, and the really good thing about doing it this way is that when a client saves this app to their screen, it actually takes your name, and the app is called Your Name with the Massage Hub logo. So for example, if a client saved this one to their phone, it would have the logo as Massage Hub, but the name of the app would be Paul, because that's the name of my my profile. So once you've set it up, you can add an image at the top. It doesn't have to be a face image. It can be just a logo or anything like that. It takes your name. You can extract your ratings from Google, from Fresher, and you can also extract from other services as well by simply just copying and pasting the entire page and importing it into Massage Hub, and it will do AI magic on it, and it will pull out the reviews that you have. So you never lose your reviews if you're moving over from another system. I've also got the system where you can upload your qualifications, your insurance, any memberships that you have with any trade associations, and you can, once you've done that, you can join my trusted therapists group to kind of give more weight to the fact that you are a fully qualified and insured massage therapist. You can book directly from here. If you're an existing client of mine, you can actually sign in. That way it'll speed up the process of booking with me, because it will already know the address, any discounts that you have, any membership packages that you have, all those kind of good things. So you can just go ahead and book straight ahead, and if you are an existing client, it will tie the two up together. But if you sign in, you can see when your next appointment is, you can reschedule it, do all the good stuff that clients would like to do. A little bit of a bio, some images that you can upload as well, where you're going to be, what sort of locations you cover, telephone numbers, websites, links to social medias. There's the qualifications that I've uploaded and the memberships that I'm currently a member of, and then the list of services that I provide. So this is basically, if you think of this like a mini website, so if you have a website already, great, you can just link to this. But this, if you think of this as an extra or a single individual mini website, Google will also pick this up as well. So it kind of adds weight to your service, because you've now got two different ways that people can find you, either through your main website or your Instagram or whatever, but also through this as well. And a few therapists are already getting appointments because of this profile is being linked and distributed to Google search. So these are all the reviews that I've imported automatically from Google. There's a few in there from Fresher as well, but you can also do Facebook, as I said, so it's all very easy. So basically all the client needs to do is just click on book now. It will then confirm that it's coming from, this is my profile. If you're an existing client, it doesn't bother showing that. This is really just for new people. And then you can choose where you want your appointment to be. So if you're only mobile, you'll only get this pop up on your profile. So you can choose mobile, you can choose a clinic, you can have multiple clinics. And with clinics, with the way that I have my business running is that with clinics, I'm completely flexible. I can be at the clinic and the next minute I can be at somebody's home address. So I have them both open at the same time. If you have a clinic and you always work on the clinic on Tuesdays, then you can restrict the availability so that if the client decides that they want to come to your clinic, it will only show them appointments available on Tuesdays. Every other day will be blocked off automatically. This is all completely built into the system. Once you've set it up, you just basically forget about it, and it manages it all for you. So say I wanted to go and have a massage at home. So let's see, if I wanted to have, say, number 1, the High Street in Slough. Oops, can't spell Slough. The first thing it's going to do is force me to confirm that I have parking. Now, as a mobile massage therapist, I might not be driving if I live in central London. You mark this when you set it up, whether you're going to be driving or whether you're going to be using public transport. If you're using public transport, you don't have to confirm that there's parking available. If you tell it you're going to be driving, this forces the client to confirm that they have parking available at their address. Tick that button, they can now continue. In the background, it's now going to check, is that address in the area that I cover? If it is, then immediately it lists all the services that I'm available to provide to that location. Say, for example, I had accidentally got to this website, but I'm based in Bristol, for example, my hometown, which I still can't spell. Click on continue. Again, it's going to check and say, oh, sorry, I don't cover that area. You can book the clinic if you want to come there, and that would work too. So it does this completely automatically. As you can see, it's really fast. And then there's sort of like an in-between area. So you can set it up so that if there's like, you want to be able to drive for 30 minutes, but between 30 and 40, you're kind of like, I don't know, maybe, it depends. If it's an area that I know really well, I know there's good parking there and it's easy for me to get to, and there's not usually bad traffic getting there, then yeah, maybe I would do that. So for me, example would be Bracknell. Let me see if I spelled that right. Yeah, so with Bracknell, this area is just outside my area, but you can send a request to the therapist and they will decide whether or not they want to cover this area. So those are the three scenarios as to whether the address is going to be within, just outside, or way outside the area that you would normally cover. So let's go back to Slough again. And we can then decide what kind of a service we want. So say, for example, I want a 60-minute deep tissue. Just tap on that. It then adds it to your basket and then says, you can add another treatment below. So for example, if you have a husband and wife or a party or friends and you want to have multiple treatments, one after the other, you can do that too. So say I wanted a 60-minute deep tissue followed by a 90-minute relaxing massage, puts it all together. You can then decide as a therapist, do you want to give people a discount for reducing your travel time between clients? I've given on this example a 15% discount, automatically done, adds it all up, takes off the discount, gives you the total. So at the moment, I have limited the number of treatments that people can book back to back, because I don't want to suddenly have somebody book 10 massages back to back, and I'm too old for that. I can't do 10 massages in a row. So basically it's now hidden longer treatments. So I do offer usually 2 hours. It's now removed the 2-hour option from those services because it knows it will take me over my limit. So it won't allow clients to overbook me. Click on continue. Optional extras. Do you want to have any add-ons? Do you want to have the Theragun, CBD oil, whatever you want to add on, you can add as an add-on. If you don't have any, it will skip this screen and you won't see it. It's a really good place to add in sort of essential oils and things like that, or other add-on services that you provide. With essential oils, there's no extra time required. For other treatments, you may want to say, oh, this is an extra 10 minutes. Obviously, it'll calculate the extra time once it's put into the booking system. Don't want to have any other add-ons, and then it will take them to the calendar for them to choose when they would like their appointment. It's a simplified calendar, so it works really well on mobile. Basically, it's listing the days that I am currently available, crossing out the days that I'm not. If somebody does try to pick a day that I'm not available, it will say there's no available slots there. You can either jump to the next available slot or join the wait list, which is quite handy if you are very popular and have a limited number of dates and times available. You might want to have a wait list available for those people. Another feature that I've also done, which, there we go. So on Thursday, the 28th of May, you'll see that there's a little green icon here with a slightly cheaper price. Now that basically means that I'm already in that area and I can offer people that are within the area a slightly cheaper price because I'm not going to be traveling for an hour to get to them. It'll be 30 minutes or less. So this is a really good way of kind of forcing clients or encouraging clients to group together. So instead of going from one end of your area that you cover to the other end and then back again, if you do this, clients know, well, I'm already in this area, so it won't take me very long to get next to it. It reduces emissions, it reduces travel time, it reduces costs, and you can pass on some of that cost onto the client and to encourage them to book that appointment. So it's saying that it's from a cheaper price there. Tap on that. Again, it's double checking the times that I'm actually available. And now you can see if you book at 12 o'clock or at 5 o'clock, you get a discount. You don't have to give a discount, but I did on this example. Now you can see it's at 12 o'clock or at 5 o'clock. So obviously between that time, I'm already in that location. So it's the slot before and the slot after to try and encourage clients to group their appointments together. So let's say, yeah, I'm not too worried about that. I'll just go for the 10 a.m. Continue with 10 a.m. I don't get the extra 7% off, and then I can continue. It's only going to ask me for my full name, mobile number, and email address. So obviously I can contact the client, update them with any changes, or just send them the confirmation of what's going on. So Paul test, mobile number, put whatever in. And then continue. It then forces them to confirm your cancellation policy. Once you've got one in there, you can put in basically whatever you want your cancellation policy to be. They have to agree to your cancellation policy before they can book. There's no way around it. So if there's ever a problem with somebody saying, "Oh, I didn't check it," they tick the box, and it's not a massive amount of text usually, so it's relatively easy for people to do. Now, for GDPR compliance, you can only send marketing messages to clients that have optionally said, yes, you can send marketing messages. So if a client is new or they're existing, but they haven't enabled marketing messages, they will get this message every single time. So you can tick it or untick it. Doesn't make any difference to the booking process, but it will allow therapists to then send marketing messages from within the app later on. Click on OK. It confirms the prices, everything, and then you can enter your credit card details and confirm. With this, you can decide if you want to force the client to pay upfront, full deposit, pay for everything, and that way you have that money already, and they will have to adhere to your cancellation policy. However, if you want to just take a deposit, there's a setting to turn that on. Or if you don't want to take anything at all and you just want to take cash when you get there, then there is a tick box that you can say, I will accept cash, and you can turn off the deposit and pay upfront setting. It's completely up to you. I personally prefer to use Stripe. Yes, there is a fee. I don't take the money from it. Stripe takes it. Don't blame me. It's like 1.5% and 20 pence per transaction. So obviously it's up to you. I prefer to pay that as almost like an insurance policy fee to make sure that people are paying and make sure that they are committed to this. And it's amazing how this has reduced the number of weirdos that basically like to book massages thinking it's going to be something else, because weirdos don't like to pay up front. So this is a great way of filtering out the problem clients. Once you've done that, click on confirm and your booking is complete. You'll get an email, the client gets an email, and I've also enabled text messaging at the moment as well. If you have the app installed as on your desktop, you'll also get a notification on your phone too, just like you would with any standard app. So have a look, see what you think, sign up if you're a mobile massage therapist. There is a button at the top that you can use as a therapist. I'm going to do that in another video, go through the sort of therapist process. But I just wanted the people to have a look and see how easy it is for a client to book a therapist using Massage Hub. Have a look at it, play around with it. It's free to use right now. And let me know what you think. I would really love to get some feedback. I've had about 5 or 6 different therapists really actively saying, oh, could we do this? Could we do that? And it's like, Yeah, we can do that. And it's usually implemented within a few hours if it's something relatively easy. Otherwise, it may take me a day. So have a look, let me know what you think, and good luck.